everybody, it's Melissa. Happy Pride Month. I'm going to be reviewing Versace Eros Flame EDP. Okay, so this one's for the masks, the butchers. You already know that I got you. I'll put the link where I got this fragrance pinned in the comment section below in case you guys want to check that out. Compare prices, support the channel, whatever it is you want to do, but just buy where you feel the most comfortable. Now, I have to be straight up with you. Versace Eros Flame to me falls flat in comparison to Versace Eros EDT. And before anybody asks, well, what about Versace Eros Parfum, Versace Eros EDP? Both of those don't have the it factor that the EDT has, in my humble opinion. They just don't do it for me. Now, Versace Eros Flame EDP, it is a bit more citrusy. So instead of that apple, vanilla sort of smell, it's more of this mandarin orange, and it's lemony. There's some pepper in the opening as well, but when it dries down, there's vanilla, but I get more of a tonka bean smell. If you don't know what tonka bean is, on me it just goes a little bit more powdery, and I'm just not the biggest fan of fragrances that tend to go a little bit more powdery on my skin. They just don't hit. Now, I will say, if you were to blind buy this fragrance, which honestly, if you have any perfume shop near you, whether it's a Sephora or an Ulta or a Nordstrom, you could try this for free on your skin. That would be my number one recommendation, is try it for free and then see how you like it, okay? But this fragrance is going to be something that if you were to blind buy it for a gift for somebody, graduations are happening right now, birthdays are happening year round, whatever it is, like if you give it to somebody, they'll be happy with it. For one, they're gonna see the Versace sign, and most people are gonna go, oh my gosh, wow, Versace, I have a Versace. They're gonna smell it and they're going to like it. It's made to be mass appealing. So what I said in the beginning of this video is just my personal take with it. I think if you really are wanting the one that's gonna just stand out a bit more, just go Versace Eros EDT. But if you're like, no, I'm not really rocking with that one, I like the citrus vibe of this one, then go for this one right here. But this is not a fragrance that people are going to be mad about when they receive it, or if you're wearing it around them. I know on the internet, people get so hypercritical of things. They're like, oh, this is so overrated, everybody hates this. Don't listen to the extremisms that a bunch of people use, because when you're out there in the real world, most people don't really give a fuck about what fragrance you're wearing. Let's be completely honest. Even if it's a basic designer scent that the internet likes to crush over and over and over again, your regular person doesn't care about that. They're not a perfume enthusiast. They're not gonna be a fragrance connoisseur that's like, oh, I know that you're wearing Flame EDP. They're just gonna go, oh man, you smell nice, or they won't comment on it because they don't like it as much, or they just think it's all right. And this fragrance, it does smell generic in that way that if you were to wear it, like to me, when I smell this, when I did smell this on somebody, because I have a cousin that wears this, it's just like, okay, he's wearing a fragrance. There's nothing about it that I'm like, damn, bro, every time I come around, you just smell fantastic. And he actually wanted me to put him on a different fragrance, so he wanted something bold, and I'm like, listen, if you can handle Rosala, then go for it. So he's gonna get Rosala by Arabian Oud, which is a big transition from Eros Flame. But I really think that this is like a do no wrong type of fragrance. You get it, most people are gonna be pleased with it, but don't overspray it. Okay, that's the thing with a lot of people that get any sort of fragrance, is they think they want people to smell them because they enjoy the way that the fragrance smells. So they're loading themselves up, they're spraying it everywhere because they want to get compliments, they want to be noticed. But what ends up happening is nobody says anything, and then all of a sudden they're going to be the first to complain on the internet, telling you that, oh, the performance is lacking. This thing, like, nobody notices this fragrance. It's not that anybody didn't notice your fragrance. They did, but they just freaking hate that you were so desperate with your sprays on it. You know what I'm saying? So there comes a point where you just have to have that common sense. If your fragrance is pretty strong, you don't have to spray too much. If it's weak, sure, you could spray some more. But from my experience, what I have found is people love it when a fragrance is noticeable in your scent bubble. Like when you're talking to them one-on-one, or even in a group setting and somebody can smell it wafting off of you, super sexy. when somebody walks into a room and everybody could smell their fragrance, most people are put off with that because it's like, what are you trying to, it comes across a bit too try hard. And I know so many people, they want their things to last. But another issue that happens, and I know this is kind of skewing away from this fragrance in particular, but this tip really helps, okay? Don't spray your fragrances right here on your neck, on the front of your neck, and here on your chest, because it's so much easier for you to go nose blind to your fragrance throughout the day. You're gonna think it fell off, but it didn't. It's still there, but you basically fried your nose. So I have so many videos on my spray routine that you can watch, but that gives you the perfect scent bubble. People next to you, in front of you, behind you will be able to smell you, and it's like throughout the day you'll be able to catch whiffs of it as well. And know that going like nose blind is a common thing, but not spraying in this area reduces that, like the ability of it be you getting as nose blind. It just makes it better for you. But all in all, this is still a fragrance I would recommend. Whenever I meet somebody in person and they're like, oh, what fragrance should I get? I always recommend a designer fragrance. I always recommend something that's going to be accessible to them, that's within a good price range. I think this fragrance, how much was it when I got it? I got this thing like last month or something. At the same time, I got 2 other fragrances. Oh my God, I'm blanking right now. I think it was around the $60 range, if I'm not mistaken, $60 or $70. Watch me be totally off on this, but I believe it was around that amount. There was also like a discount that was happening as well, so that could be a major factor into that as well. But for an 100 ml, really not bad. Test it out for yourself, see how you like it. But I know for a fact if you were to gift this to somebody, especially if they were maybe like a teenager or in college, they'd be going nuts about it, okay? As far as age goes with this fragrance, I could truly see anybody wearing it. I see it being more appealing to the youth, though. I definitely see this being in that high school, college age range. But again, maybe even if you're in your 50s, if you're in your 40s, and you smell this, you'll take a liking to it and you'll throw it on. But that's just kind of who I envision when I smell this fragrance. You know, people that are partying for the first time and they're just like, they're experiencing new things and they're just like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy, this is so cool, and they just love talking about their new experiences. So that's what I see with Versace Eros Flame EDP. Okay, so if you have this fragrance, if you've worn it, let everybody know what you think in the comment section below. It's a decent masculine scent, all right? But again, I prefer Eros EDT, not the Flame, the regular blue one. And again, the discount link for that I have for it is still going to be pinned in the comment section below. I hope that y'all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.